Okay, moving on to the next question. It is question number 18. Using the properties of proportion, we need to solve the following equation for x, and the equation is x cube plus 3x divided by 3x square plus 1 is equal to 341 divided by 91. As you can see, it is cube, x cube plus 3x divided by 3x square plus 1. If we'll apply componendo and dividendo, then what will happen? Numerator plus denominator, that means x cube plus 3x square plus 1 divided by numerator minus denominator. X cube plus 3x minus, because of minus sign, minus 3x square and plus 1 will be converted to minus 1 is equal to 341 plus 91 divided by 341 minus 91. As we can see that x cube plus 3x square plus 1, this is expansion of x plus 1 whole cube, and x cube plus 3x minus 3x square minus 1, this is expansion of x minus 1 whole cube. So this is written as x plus 1 whole cube divided by x minus 1 whole cube. And the other side, if you will solve, you will get 216 divided by 125. 216 can be written as 6 cube and 125 can be written as 5 cube. Both the sides we have cube. LHS is equal to RHS and exponents are equal, so base will be equal. Okay, so cube and cube is both sides, so we can remove cube and it will become x plus 1 is upon x minus 1 is equal to 6 upon 5. If we do cross multiplication here, then 5x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 6. And if you solve it further, you will get x is equal to 11. Moving on to the next question, which is very important. You need to see it very attentively. In the question, it is said that x is equal to 4 root 6 divided by root 2 plus root 3. And we have to find out the value of this. If you see the portion whose value you have to find out, it is given in two parts. First part is x plus 2 root 2 divided by x minus 2 root 2, and the other part is x plus 2 root 3 divided by x minus 2 root 3. Clear? So what we'll do, we'll calculate value of first part separately and the second part separately, and then we will add them. Now if we see them properly, if we see them carefully, then we have x plus 2 root 2, x minus 2 root 2. Suppose you have x divided by 2 root 2 here, and if you apply componendo and dividendo, then what will you get? X upon 2 root 2 will give you, after applying componendo and dividendo, x plus 2 root 2 divided by x minus 2 root 2. You will get the value of first part. Clear? And suppose you have x upon 2 root 3 here. Then if you apply componendo and dividendo, then you will get x plus 2 root 3 divided by x minus 2 root 3. It means you will get the value of another part also. So our aim is to get, first of all, x divided by 2 root 2 here, and then x divided by 2 root 3 here. Clear? Let us see how we'll get 2 root 2 and 2 root 3 in the denominator. Fine. We'll start with the information which is given. It was given x is equal to 4 root 6 divided by root 2 plus root 3. Now this thing can be written as 4 can be written as 2 into 2. And under root 6 can be written as under root 2 into under root 3. If we rearrange them, we can write them as 2 root 2 into, this dot means multiply, into 2 root 3. If you multiply, you will get the same thing. 2 2s are 4 and root 2 into root 3 becomes root 6. So we can split 4 root 6 into 2 root 2 into 2 root 3. If we bring this thing, if we transfer 2 root 2 in LHS, it is there in the numerator. If we will transfer it in our LHS, it will go in denominator. So we'll have x upon 2 root 2. This was we were talking about. We have got x upon 2 root 2. Clear? So if we apply componendo and dividendo, we'll get x plus 2 root 2 divided by x minus 2 root 2. And the other side we were left with 2 root 3 divided by root 2 plus root 3. So we'll have 2 root 3 plus root 2 plus root 3. Numerator plus denominator. And numerator minus denominator. So 2 root 3 minus root 2 minus root 3. If we solve it, we'll get 2 root 3 plus root 3, 3 root 3 plus root 2, and 2 root 3 minus root 3 will become root 3. It will be subtracted, just like 2x minus x gives x. In a similar manner, 2 root 3 minus root 3 like terms will be subtracted. We'll get root 3 minus root 2. We can number it as equation number 1 and we can move on. Next is what? If we transfer, instead of 2 root 2, if we transfer 2 root 3 in the denominator, then it becomes x upon 2 root 3 and the other side will be 2 root 2 divided by root 2 plus root 3. So I have transferred 2 root 3 this side. So we'll get x upon 2 root 3 is equal to 2 root 2 divided by root 2 plus root 3. Okay. Now once again if we apply componendo and dividendo here, then we'll get numerator plus denominator. It means x plus 2 root 3 divided by x minus 2 root 3. This side 2 root 2 plus root 2 plus root 3 and 2 root 2 minus root 2 minus root 3. Because of minus sign, root 3 will be plus root 3 will be converted to minus root 3. And if we solve it, 2 root 2 plus root 2, 3 root 3, 3 root 2, sorry, 3 root 2 plus root 3, 2 root 2 minus root 2, like terms subtracted, 2 root 2 minus root 2, root 2. We'll be left with root 2 minus root 3. Now what we have done, I have taken common minus common from root 2 minus root 3. Why I have done this? Because if you see, I have written equation number 1 here. Once again, you can see in equation number 1, it was root 3 minus root 2 in denominator. What I want here, it is root 2 minus root 3 here. Almost same denominator, but the signs are changed. Clear? So what I have done, in order to have the same denominator, I have taken minus sign common. From here, I have taken minus sign common. So if we will take minus sign common, then it becomes minus root 2 and plus root 3. Or we can write root 3 minus root 2, we can interchange it. Fine. This is root 2 minus root 3. If we take minus sign common, then it becomes minus outside the bracket root 3 minus root 2 inside. This minus sign can be written here in between like this. Fine. So finally our equation number 2 becomes x plus 2 root 3 divided by x minus 2 root 3 is equal to minus 3 root 2 plus root 3 divided by root 3 minus root 2. Equation number 1, I have written it once again over here. Now we will add both the equations. Why are we adding? Because we were supposed to find out the value of first part and the second part, sum of both the parts. That's why we are adding the equations. If we will add both the equations, LHS will be added and RHS will be added. See what happens. X plus 2 root 2 divided by x minus 2 root 2 plus x plus 2 root 3 divided by x minus 2 root 3. This is what we were supposed to find out. We have to calculate value of this thing. Value of this is this and value of this I have written in a bracket because it was negative value. If we will remove this bracket, plus into minus will become minus. Plus into minus is minus. So we have written it as this way. If we will remove bracket, If we'll open bracket, we'll not remove. If we'll open the bracket, it becomes minus 3 root 2 and minus root 3. If you solve it further, 3 root 3 minus root 3 becomes 2 root 3. It will be subtracted, like terms. Root 2 minus 3 root 2, this will also be subtracted because they are like terms, but we will be left with minus 2 root 2. Clear? In the denominator, we have root 3 minus root 2. We were able to add them just like that without taking LCM because denominators were same. And that is why we took minus sign common, so that we have a same denominator. Then like terms, there is no need to take any LCM. Denominator, common denominator will be written once and numerators will be added without taking LCM. That is why minus sign was taken common. Clear? So we were here, we have solved it, we have got root 3 minus root 2, and here we have 2 is common, so we have taken 2 common. And now root 3 minus root 2 in the numerator, root 3 minus root 2 in the denominator. The entire thing will be cancelled from this entire thing. We will be left with 2. 2 will be our answer.